Hello, and welcome to the Let's Take It There podcast.
Finally. Oh my gosh, we finally did it.
Finally.
Right now, it's kind of a janky podcast, as you can see. If you can't really tell, this is filmed off my iPhone on a really janky tripod and probably like a $20 Target mic.
Yep, two janky guys and two janky, tripod and
Yeah.
camera.
Well, hopefully we'll figure it out. We'll get some better equipment till then. But, we did it.
Yeah.
Finally. We talked
Yeah.
about this for, technically, we talked about this for a good couple of years.
Yeah,
now.
it's been a couple years. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty nervous. First episode.
Mhm.
If you guys didn't hear him before, we're calling it Let's Take It There.
Mm-hmm.
The Let's Take It There podcast. We're gonna try and switch it up from its normal. What if you watch podcasts? It's usually just people sitting at a table, and we'll be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like majority of the time. Yeah, we will be doing that from time to time. But we're kind of want to take this podcast in a different direction to where it's part of the name. So
Yeah, let's take it there. We're not going to be just a simple podcast. We're not just going to be two guys in the crowd. We're not going to just be two guys taking it when we take it.
What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about that. But yes, this is a start. This is the first episode. Let's get into it.
All right. So I guess that's the first topic I guess we should talk about is
Gay marriage.
that really the topic we were talking about?
Oh, no. Go ahead. I'm just playing.
well, like I said, me, Liam, and actually a good couple of our other friends who aren't here today, but hopefully we can get them on as guests pretty soon and later on as, we keep going with this. But yeah, we've been talking about making a podcast for years.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, I think, what was that, maybe like 20...
Maybe like 2022. Oh, 2021.
Yeah, 2021, because I think, because that's where, if little story.
Background story.
Yeah. I met Liam, and, we met each other on the job, it kind of sounds a little worse. That sounds like a love story.
We are both working in the gym, Planet Fitness, down there in Kahului. And he seen me from across the room. I seen him.
His eyes were just
amazed
me, and his afro at the
time. Oh shit, I did have.
Yeah, you did have an afro, dude. That thing was huge, man. But no, yeah, because I started working at Planet Fitness, I think, before you, after you.
Oh, definitely before me.
Before you?
You're one of the first.
That's
one
right.
of the originals.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, Leo came maybe like a couple months after I started, maybe 3-4 months after I started.
Yeah.
And then me, Liam, and our other friend Jeffrey, we all worked the night shift, kind of like evening night shift. Yeah. So we all kind of chill with each other, kind of just like messing around at work because it was an easy job.
It was a very
easy job.
Yeah.
Boring sometimes, but we got it done.
And it was free membership. So.
Yeah, we got our pump in when we can, man. But so I remember pitching the idea of a YouTube channel to Liam, and here's the thing: at first, when I first started this channel, the idea was me and Liam's idea together was like we wanted to make sketch comedy videos.
Yeah. But I guess we figured now. I feel like more in the earlier 2000s, it was. I don't want to say easier, but I guess it is like more in the market to throw out like sketch videos.
No, it was.
And you could still do it now, of course, but I feel like I don't know. There's not as much as an audience for it as there was then, because you had like Higa, you had like all of them, So.
Yeah, I used to watch like Smosh and stuff when I was like maybe like 10 years old.
Yeah,
that's why like those guys were like really huge, and that's why like I really enjoyed growing up watching sketch comedy like Key and Peele stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's why like it was a cool experience. And by the way, guys, sorry we are doing this outside, so if you do hear a backdraft from the wind, my apologies. We will figure out a better place next time we do episode 2. But sorry for today. You're gonna have to fucking deal.
You're gonna have to deal with the ghetto-ness for this because we're on the come up. We're gonna get there. So
But no, man. I mean, I remember I pitched the idea to Liam about starting a YouTube channel. He was down with it from the jump, man. And since probably 2021. We always talked about it. But then we if you saw this channel early on, we actually did release a good couple videos. I did release a couple vlogs, and there was a video me and
Yeah.
Liam did.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That
you know,
basketball skate one.
yeah, the basketball skate. If you guys haven't watched it, you guys won't be able to watch it now because I did take down pretty much all the videos off this channel to kind of revamp the channel in the podcast vlog direction that we want to put it in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so like we did do a couple skits, and we were super excited to do them. It was just hard because like, listen, guys, if you guys also don't know, we live in Maui, Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
Shit's expensive here, man. It's hard to live, bro.
Yeah. Why you get just for like reference? It's say if you go to like I don't know, like Jack in the Box, or here better yet McDonald's.
Yeah,
it's $4 for one hash brown. $4 for one hash brown.
Yeah, bro, that's
crazy. You get a meal, it's like eating at like a high class restaurant.
Almost like
you get a meal
Olive
for me
Garden.
and you. It's like what, like 45.
Yeah,
bucks?
it's like, bro, it's like
Just Big Mac, a soda, and some fries.
that's why I like dude, like yeah. When I used to live in Arizona back in like third grade, dude, I think I was third grade, and like living up there, dude, there was like a 50-piece chicken nugget. I think only for like $5, and I was like, how is that possible?
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
like-
love that though.
Just to get by over here nowadays, it's like you gotta do something strange for some change in the alley, and we don't even have alleys over here. You
Yeah.
know?
So we do it broad daylight. But
Okay.
no, yeah, man. Like it's tough to like I get it. Like I mean, listen, we don't complain. We love Hawaii. It's
Yeah.
it's my home, and like I was born and raised here. I'm proud to be a Hawaii boy,
Yeah.
but like it's tough to live out here, man. Like it's like shit's too damn expensive, man.
It is. It's really tough. And for me right now, I work. So basically, I work at a retirement. I don't want to say retirement home, but it's more like a low income. And just working it, you realize how many people actually need housing here. Like it's pretty crazy. There's so much homeless and
Yeah, that's not the about Hawaii, guys. If you guys come to Hawaii and you guys want to take a vacation, just let you know. There's a lot of homeless people here, man. There is. It doesn't matter what island you go to. There's a lot of homeless people. There are,
yeah.
and it's pretty sad, man. But yeah, man. But that's I guess back to us wanting to start the channel. That's kind of the main reason why is that like me and Liam, we both saw ourselves kind of not following the standards of life because like once you get out of high school and you get your first job or whatever, or you had your first job while you were in high school,
Yeah.
you start thinking about things like right now I just turned 23. How old are you now, Liam?
27,
27.
22.
Yeah, that's another thing. When I first met Liam, I thought he was my age because at the time I was 19, so I thought he was 19 or at least 20.
Yeah.
And I found out this guy was like 24 already. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. I think what may have gave it away is when I showed up in the white van. But yeah, who knows? It could have been anything. I don't know what it was. Yeah.
That's definitely what gave it away. But no, man. I mean, like seriously, like, I never did see myself working like as like throughout high school. If you're in high school now, man, whether you're a freshman, senior, who cares? You're in high school now. I know there is some of you, or not majority of you, that think about your life once you get out. I know.
Yeah.
People go to college, and that's great. Go get that education so you can chase a good career. But then there is people like us. We didn't go to college, right? You didn't go to college, right? I didn't go to college. I'll let you guys know that
For
right
a little
now.
bit.
You
For a
did go to
little
college?
bit,
Oh,
yeah.
I should know that.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, yeah, I didn't go to college. I will let you guys know right now. I was not a school person.
Yeah.
I struggled extremely hard in high school. Honestly, not even just high school. I struggled in school. Probably when I was like 8th grade, I already wanted to drop out of school. That's not even a joke. Like I talked about it with one of my good friends. I told him like I want to leave right now.
Yeah. Big part of it is the education system. I guess it's like I feel like they should hear people. It's kind of hard because you're trying to teach them a lot of things at once, but
Yeah.
they need to teach you like more about like taxes and
Yeah, you don't learn that shit in
like
high school, dude.
yeah,
Like you don't. And like it's so weird.
it
Because like
is.
once you get out in the world, 'cause I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I still don't know. I barely know anything about my tax. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I
Yeah.
don't.
Or my ABCs for that matter, but
Yeah.
that's a different topic.
Liam almost dropped out of preschool.
True.
But yeah, man, like again, I know majority of you guys, if you guys watching this and you're at high school, promise it does get better. And I know there is some of you guys that in high school right now is wondering, like, damn, like what am I going to do with my life? Because I know there is gonna be kids just like me who once you get out of high school, you're gonna be like, okay, I understand I have to get a day job. That's
Yeah.
a given.
Yeah.
But do I plan on working this day job or any 9 to 5 job for the rest of my life until the day I die?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was kind of the big main thought process to me. Like this, like dead ass kept me up at night when I was like, probably like when I was already a freshman. So I was like 14, 15 in freshman,
Mhm.
and like dude, as a freshman, like you're supposed to be excited to the like it's like cool. I have 4 more years of school left unless I decide to go to college.
Yeah.
My freshman year, I already knew I wasn't going to college, but I did have those thoughts, man, where I thought well, I was already like up thinking at night, like midway through the semester, and I was like, dude, like I'm in high school now, I'm a freshman. Once I get to my senior year, like I gotta have something to figure it out.
Yeah. 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 I think the biggest thing is don't be afraid to try things, and definitely don't be afraid to fail. Like, holy shit.
The jankiness. Welcome to the janky episode.
Yeah.
Is there more?
Yes.
Well,
I was just about to get into it. It's probably crooked now too. I don't know, but right when I was about to get into it, God must have been like, "Shut your ass up." So the camera almost just fell over on this tripod. That's what just happened.
well, like we said, guys, janky episode. This
Yeah.
is how it's gonna be.
And here we go again. Here, wait, hold up. Oh,
I hope you guys find this entertaining.
Yeah. But anyways, what I was saying is don't the wind's fucking everything up. But that's not what I was saying. What I was saying was don't be afraid to try things, and definitely don't be afraid to fail, because growing up, I played basketball like for almost all my life. I don't play as much now, but that was a thing. People would look at me crazy, like, "Oh, you're just wasting your time playing ball." There's millions of people that want to get in the NBA, yada yada yada, all that stuff. But when you have it, you set your goal, you set something, you work towards it. Even if you fail, if you give your all, you always learn something from it, and it teaches you a bunch of things. Even if you don't make it, like for me, it taught me how to like work with people. One of the simplest things, basketball, you're on a team, right? But it also teaches you how to plan and like how to talk to people. It's just little things like that. So don't be afraid to chase your dreams or chase something different, even if people look at you crazy. That's actually
Which is
what probably you're doing something right.
Yeah, which is
when people
probably,
look at you like,
yeah.
huh?
When I think, kind of sit there with like Liam, like wait, was that your dream before? Like you wanted to play in the NBA? Yeah, that makes sense. I think for
not because I was black, but because I like basketball. But yeah,
I assumed it was because the other. Sorry, you two, don't bat me. But no, man, like, well, another kind of story just like Liam's. You guys probably don't know. I grew up doing a whole bunch of martial arts. I'm a second degree black belt taekwondo. I done jujitsu. I done kickboxing, all of that. And when I got into high school, I probably made this decision as a sophomore or junior in high school, where I decided I think that's what I want to do, because I realized that yes, once I graduate high school, I'm not going to college. I knew that for a fact already. Even when I was a freshman, I knew I wasn't going to go to college. So I told myself my first and original dream was to become a professional fighter.
Yeah.
Specifically an MMA fighter. So my goal was to get to the UFC. And like kind of same thing like Liam says, my story is just a tiny bit with a twist. It's just because like I had to stop due to injuries. I because I've done nothing my whole life but play contact sports. I played football. I done martial arts my whole life. So being kicked everywhere and punched in the face all the time. It's a interesting career. It's a well living like career, but like it has the pros and cons. So yeah, kind of like
There's a number on your body.
yeah, like so like I actually have a really what had to force me out of that dream, which I'm not gonna lie, it did put me in a pretty depressing state. That once I and the thing is, this injury didn't even come from martial arts. This injury came from football. So like short story, like I was preparing for like to try and play in my last season as a senior for football. My position I played corner / safety. That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
And I remember I was practicing with two of my other friends, my boys. One was Alan.
Oh.
Alan and
I
Kainalu.
didn't know you played football.
Yeah. Yeah, me and Alan, we played in a junior year together. Yeah. He played corner. But yeah, like we were practicing at a local park nearby. And I remember my friend we're kind of doing, if you guys play football, if you guys know what a DB does, like the whole backpedaling thing, like kind of like running backwards, that kind of thing. I was practicing that, and then my friend would throw me the ball, and I had to go up, to practice making the interception.
Mm-hmm.
When I jumped off the ground, my left knee immediately buckled, and I had no clue what it was. And when I hit the floor, I couldn't move my whole leg. Like my whole left leg felt numb, or it felt paralyzed. Like I couldn't move it, and I got super scared. I went to the doctors like literally the next day, and the doctor told me that like I tore. So like the way he described it, I still really don't understand. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't really paying attention. I was kind of hoping my mom was paying attention for me. But there's like 4 heads or something like that in like some sort of things that's attached like your ligaments in your knee. 2 is fine. 1 is kind of permanently damaged, and 1 is permanently damaged. Ooh. So I don't know. I guess we're turn this podcast into a small ASMR real quick. I don't know if you guys can hear this. So here's the thing with my left knee. When I make my leg bent and I stand up straight, my knee actually makes a pop, and you can hear it. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. Damn.
I don't know if you guys just heard that.
Yeah.
But
Cracking
no.
bones is my thing.
Yeah, I know. But no, yeah, man. Like, so obviously I missed my senior season. I was also playing the wrestle that season because I wanted to wrestle, and wrestling was also going to help me out in my journey in mixed martial arts.
Yeah.
And I even after high school I did still try, even with my knee injury. I just had to slap on a knee sleeve when I went to practice. But I realized that when we were doing like our early morning jiu-jitsu practice and our wrestling drills, and then when it came to sparring, literally later on that night, when I got leg checked in that leg, I could literally feel my kneecap moving. Yeah. And like it came to a point where I really had to make a big decision that I was like, you know what? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to watch the tripod because it keeps coming up. We're really going to try to figure it out by the next episode. But anyway, like I had to make a decision that I'm gonna have to walk away from the sport I love and the sport I've been doing since I was literally 6 years old, guys. Like I started my first martial art was Taekwondo. Like I got my second degree black belt. I started when I was 6 years old, and I realized that the doctor told me, he's like, you can't keep getting hit in this area. And the fact that I was doing mixed martial arts, which is it's kicking, it's punching, it's elbowing, knees,
all of that.
I can't. And on top of that, you're rolling with the guy, trying to. All I need is for somebody to grab my leg one time, turn me the wrong way, and my kneecap is pretty much dust. I'm pretty sure my leg would have been paralyzed if I kept going. Which it was a very depressing and disappointing thing for me. And it did hurt a little bit because once that went out the window, I really had to think hard. I was like, oh shit. That was also my response to that response. We really got to figure something out, guys. Once again, we apologize for this, but we we are outside and it's kind of windy today. But yeah, like when my dream of fighting professionally went out the window, because I didn't just want to do like boxing, because I love boxing. Don't get me wrong, but I was really focused on being a mixed martial artist. And once that kind of disappeared literally from my hands, I really had no sense of direction. So I literally just went to work.
Yeah.
And then, when I started working at Planet Fitness, that's where I met this guy. And that's where we actually came up with the idea
to like start a podcast. Well, yeah, it was always kind of a mix of between like skits and then videos,
yeah,
like
vlogs,
I guess, and then podcasts. But you know what, podcasts, I honestly, I think it fits us the best.
Yeah,
us just doing a podcast.
Yeah, because like we had like a couple of our friends, like again, like when we were in Planet Fitness, and the gym was rather completely empty, or there was just nothing for us to do.
Mhm.
And it's just us sitting behind a desk. We talk for hours, and
Yeah,
the subject changes almost like every 5 minutes with us.
It does,
Like we could be talking about like what the hell like we saw this week, and it turns it,
Yeah,
and then
just-
someone says something else.
just something random like fighting, to planes, to like what size you are, to what's your favorite car, to like what store you're going
Yeah.
to, like how much can you take in life, how much can you not. Politics. Well, we try not to get too much into politics.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah.
not that smart. Like,
That's not true.
but no, yeah, like that's why, like, kind of like backtracking to what Leo said earlier is that like you have a dream.
About gay marriage.
I think that was at the very
about
beginning.
dreams.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was earlier.
But yeah, like, just letting you guys know, disclaimer: we have nothing against gay marriage. Just putting that out there right now. Nothing against it. We love all people. We really do. But
Yeah.
no, like that's a true thing, man. Like,
sorry, if we get demonetized, it's my fault.
I'm docking Liam's pay. Just kidding, because we don't get paid yet for this. But that's kind of like why we're doing. Well, not really much more so for the money. Well,
honestly, I mean, yes, that's always nice, but
yeah, the money is a nice bonus.
It's just,
but like,
it's fun. And
Yeah,
it's good to do.
yeah,
And
like,
plus we could shine a light on a lot of shit too.
yeah, I think that's also why we're probably more fitted to just be a podcast channel. Like, obviously, like if you guys didn't read the description, it's in the bio of the channel. I did say I was gonna put out a couple of vlogs here and there. Whether it's me vlogging or Liam vlogging, whoever. But yeah, majority this channel is a podcast channel. That's what this is for. And no, yeah, like we really wanted to buckle down on something that we had a true intention of doing. Like, yeah, like we've been, like we said, like we've been talking about doing this since 2021. It's now 2024, so 3 years later, we're finally doing it. And like again, like like you said, like chase your dream, man. Because if your first plan doesn't always work out, that's totally okay.
Oh, and another thing too is just why we're on this topic of dreams. It's okay to go into different. What's that word? It's like go into different lanes.
Direction?
Yeah, directions. Do
One
different things. Well, not one direction. They were good in the day, but freaking like a good example. You guys know Donald Glover. A lot of people. I don't know if he started with acting or what, but I knew him from because he was doing hip hop, right? So he was doing hip hop, and when you do something like that, people are like, "Oh, you can't sing because it's gonna screw up your image. You can't act because people won't take you seriously. You can't do this, yada yada." But this guy, he did hip hop. People love his songs. He did acting, directing. He makes movies. He does everything, and when he does, people do take him seriously. So you can't let people tell you what you can and can't do.
Yeah, and it's kind of like the basic ass generic thing you would probably always hear from your parents, and it's true. It really is. Like, my dad told me this. My mom and dad told me the same thing, man. Growing up, when I was probably like 7 years old. Even when I was 7 years old, my dad asked me, "Do you know what you want to be when you grow up?" And obviously, when you're a kid at that age, you just kind of say whatever. Like, I told my dad I wanted to be a Power Ranger. Not the actor, because I was a kid. I thought I can legitimately be a Power Ranger. I wanted to be specifically the Black Ranger.
But then he realized.
Then I realized they look for a certain. So I thought I could be the Yellow Ranger. If any Power Ranger producers out there, I want to let you know, if you see this, if you ever think about making a series, if it's just Polynesian Power Rangers, I feel like that'd be bad. I think it's
Polyrangers.
the Poly Rangers. I feel like they're all one color, like it's all Brown Rangers.
It's just all the same suit.
It's all
Just-
but shit, that threw me off so bad.
well, basically, we're saying just do what you want to do, but don't use that as an excuse not to work hard because
Everything comes with working.
yeah, you gotta put in the work, and sometimes too, this might sound contradicting, but sometimes you gotta do what you don't want to do in order to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
I know that's kind of like a mind fuck, or it might not make sense, but like for example, for us to fund this podcast, or me too, my real passion, what I do mainly is I make music, but to fund that, guess what? I gotta go to work and I gotta get a paycheck.
Go ahead and, by the way, check out his music on streaming platforms.
Everywhere.
It's on everywhere. If you want to know his name,
It's
Luke Liam. I almost said his last name, which was LL the Great, but yes, Luke Liam, Luke Liam.
yeah.
But no, man. I mean, straight up, like you grow up. Your parents, they ask you what you want to be when you grow up, and then when you tell them a certain thing, especially when you get maybe. Because when my dad or my mom asked me that same question as I got to like my teen years, I told my dad, I think probably by the time I hit like freshman year, I did have a plan.
You didn't want to be a Power Ranger anymore?
Nah, I figured that the fact that I would stop growing at 5'6", I feel like I would be a really short ranger. but I remember my dad asked me, he's like, do you know what you want to do? Like in my freshman or sophomore year or something like that? And I told him, like, honestly, I might just go to the military. And when I got to high school, yeah, it really was a passion of mine. I was planning to go to the Marines. And, well, once again, injuries did get in the way of that, so I had to pull out of that. And, but then again, also, like, then it's okay that if right now you don't have a dream and you don't know what you're doing in life, it's okay. Like, listen, it's okay. Like, trust me, everybody has a dream, and then later on when they get older, they realize, you know what, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
And they find a new passion. That's kind of how life goes.
That's life.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do and figure out how to make money off of it.
Yeah.
That's more of a advice for, like, because I know some people you may feel like, oh, I don't have a dream, or I don't know what I want to do. Just take a second and think, what do you like doing, and see if there's a way to make something of it, to make money off of it, whatever it is, because that's how a lot of things start. Some people, they grow up and they really like drawing or painting. I can't do that shit, but you realize you're drawing, like, hey, you know what, let me I don't know, try to sell it or do something with it. Just take a second, look at what you like doing, and too, even when searching for a job, it's the same thing too. Look at your strengths. Like, oh, do you like talking to people? Do you like helping people?
Yeah, so
Well,
it's basically, it all starts with you believing in yourself.
Exactly.
That's what it is. As corny as that sounds, and you can say whatever you want, it's true. It's you putting in the work, and listen, the journey is, when you want something in life, the journey will be hard. That's just how life is.
Yeah.
We don't make up the rules, and it fucking sucks. But
anything worth having is always going to be hard.
Yeah.
Otherwise, anybody could do it.
Exactly, because everybody would be rich, and you know what? We probably wouldn't even be making this YouTube channel.
Like, anybody could smoke crack. There's nothing special about that. So, but you gotta really go for something. Not be afraid to go for it.
Yeah. So to kind of end off on this topic, we'll move on from it. Because I guarantee somebody's like, talk about fucking dreams, right? I understand the memo, but yeah, believe in yourself first. Put your head down and work. That's it. And hopefully, that's exactly what we're doing with this. Hopefully, eventually.
Yeah, just in general in life.
Yeah. Hopefully, we could take this podcast to be one of the greatest podcasts you've ever seen.
Maybe, hopefully we could take it there.
Yeah.
Eh?
Aha!
Eh?
That's right, marketing. Put that on t-shirt. But believe in yourself, and that's pretty much all you can do from that point on. And then just keep working, and you will accomplish your dreams.
And just a side note, Indian off on dreams, being a hoe is not a job, so get a real career. But let's continue.
All right. So what is it? We talked about the direction of the channel, like how we kind of got here.
Yeah.
We talked about achieving your dreams. Is there anything specifically you want to talk about, Liam? Anything is worth bringing up right now?
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, sorry guys. We're kind of prepared, but we're very underprepared. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
like
We're-
freestyle.
Yeah, it's kind of winging it for the first episode. I promise we will try to be a little bit more prepared, and hopefully it's not as windy.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? What about, let's talk about unpopular opinions. Do you have any like unpopular opinions? Like something.
Now you said that.
I'll start.
Okay, go ahead. I had it. I can remember.
So, I rather have my Honda Prelude than
Great car.
than a Lamborghini. Why? Because I feel like it's more customizable. Yes, maybe. Yeah, I mean, yes, you could customize a Lamborghini too, but to pay for parts, like with the Honda, and I feel like there's more parts out there.
And it's somewhat cheaper than a Lamborghini.
I feel like there's more ways I can build it up than if I
Yeah.
had a car that's kind of like, or like a luxury car that's preset.
Yeah.
I'd rather not have something that's preset, something
I can
change out the parts.
I can get behind that.
Change.
Yeah, I can get behind that because honestly, like right now, I drive a Honda Civic, but my dream car is a Prius. That's not a joke. Like, actually, I plan on buying at least 5 Priuses in my lifetime, and it's just because it's good gas. Good gas. Listen, I understand. Listen, I have a lot of friends who are into cars. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, listen, no offense against you, car people. It's interesting to talk about cars, and if it's your passion, good for you.
Yeah.
But to me, my unpopular opinion is, I guess it's about to be about car people. So sorry, I'm about to offend a lot of you right now, and my bad. I'm sorry, but I can't get listen. I grew up in a car family. My dad, my papa, my older sister, her boyfriend, majority of my friends, they love cars. They're into cars. Yeah. See, this is why I'm more interested in talking with Liam. I'm kidding. But no, they're listen, again, nothing against car people. It's just I cannot understand the fact that you will spend thousands. And I'm talking about thousands. I have one specific friend. Not gonna expose him right now, but if he watches this podcast, he knows who I'm talking to.
Yeah, and just know we do love you.
Oh yeah, I do love you. But my friend has gotten some nice cars. He's had some nice cars over the years since I've known him. I met him in freshman year. He's now one of my closest friends. And this guy, I'm not gonna expose his name, but I will say what car he has and what car he spent on probably the most money. And that is his Mustang. So again, if you're watching this and you know who I'm talking to, I told him this before too. That I was like, bro, there's no way. I cannot. Even if I had a car like his, I'm keeping that bitch stock. I don't give a shit, bro. I'm not spending thousands of dollars just so my car sounds louder.
Yeah. I would, not the louder part, but I would, so my car is nicer.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't mind the fact of you want to make your car look nice. I'm fine. Interior, exterior, however the fuck you say it, whatever. Who cares? Buy some new fucking rims for your shit. I don't care. But
respray.
Yeah, but I can't understand because I have seen this friend buy a part that's probably this fucking small, and he's told me he spent $500, $600 something on this part.
Oh,
And I can't tell you what that part is because, again, I'm not a car person, so I don't know what the fuck it does. But all I know and remember that the fucking thing is this small, and it cost him probably almost $1,000,
yeah,
like $500, $600, and it blows my mind that like people legit spend their money on this. And another thing, since I'm on the car topic, is why do you guys lower your cars to the ground? I want to know that, like, genuinely, because I've seen people buy expensive ass bumpers and shit for your cars, and there's shit underneath your car, right? The shit that helps your car run. But people like to lower the car to the point where this is the ground, this is your car, and they love scraping it to create sparks. And I known people who literally do that just to do it.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Not that this is not referring to my friend. He doesn't do this, but I'm just talking about other car people because they love doing it, and I can't understand and fathom why you do it.
That's annoying. That's
annoying
because you're behind them when they go over the speed bump. They're literally like.
And the thing is, like, they do it for like these car shows. And I used to go to these car shows and like drags when I was a kid because my dad used to
drags.
Yeah, like the drag strip.
Oh.
Yeah, like racing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you think I was talking about?
Oh,
like drag
drag
queens.
racing. Drag racing.
Yeah, like my dad used to race here on Maui. He used to run the drag strip all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So like I grew up in the car scene. I was just never interested in it, unlike my older sister. I'm actually more into motorcycles than I am cars. That's just how I am.
That's dope.
But it's hard for me because I'm not gonna lie, because I have a whole bunch of car friends, and we can the most irritating thing about having car friends. Again, you guys watching this, I love you all, but I'm not gonna lie, you guys piss me the fuck off when you guys do this. And here's what I'm talking about: it's the fact we could be talking about something completely different, right? There was a time, me and my two other friends, we were at Chick-fil-A. We were talking about something.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what it was, and then someone said just something about like an exhaust pipe or something, and the whole conversation just flipped. And then those two were just conversing only with each other, and I was trying to make a conversation, and they completely ignored me.
I hate when people do that, when they get on topics that only two people could talk about. I guess it doesn't matter as much when you're close, like your close friends.
Yeah.
Because you know them enough, you could give your honest opinion. You could hop in and cut off their conversation or whatever.
Yeah.
But I hate it when you're hanging out with new people and they're just talking about like such a niche topic, and they just continue it like you're not there. Like cars.
And I do try my best to learn about cars. So because I'm not gonna lie, it makes me feel bad. By the way, now I'm back to referring to my friends. I'm not gonna lie, it does make me feel bad when my boys start talking about cars and shit, and I'm over here like, what the fuck are they talking about? Like my friend once texted me, he's like, oh my god, did you see the new GT something? I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? And then he was like, it's that new it's a new car that just came out, and it comes with all this and this. I'm like, can you have a picture? I don't know, dude.
You kind of got to make sure people give a fuck about what you're talking about when you start talking about something.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm glad you have an interest. If that's your interest, or it's a hobby,
Yeah.
Because I know people who fix up the cars and stuff. And like I said, I have nothing against it. I just do kind of find it irritating hanging around car people, just especially because I am not a car person. I know there's going to be somebody that's just going to be like, so why do you hang out with car people if you're not a car person? Because these people are my close friends and my family. So I can't fucking escape it. I was born in this shit. Yeah. But the thing is, I don't have the knowledge of it. But, that's kind of my unpopular opinion. Car people. Stop fucking lowering your cars to create sparks and ruining what was probably maybe like a $2,000 something bumper.
Yeah. You know what? If you have the money for it, fuck it.
I guess so. Yeah.
But just get the fuck out of the way when we're driving.
Because I will hit you.
Bump comes, because I don't want to wait 5 minutes for you to go over one speed bump.
Yeah, dude. Like I remember when my so-called friend, his Mustang was kind of a little bit too low to the ground, not to where it creates sparks, but it was a little bit too low to the ground, and to the point where he literally has to do like this angle maneuver to get over speed bumps. And I would ask him, why do you do this to yourself? Like, why don't you just raise your fucking car? And he tells me, right, straight to my face. He says, because I think my car looks better when it's low. I'm like, yeah, but you can't go over fucking speed bumps. Like, can you imagine if we robbed a bank in his car and then there's like 5 speed bumps ahead of us?
The cops are behind us. Hold on.
They're behind us. Hurry up! It's like, I got you. Hang on, wait. Okay, now we gotta turn this way. Okay, that's 1 bump. Bro, we have like 5 more bumps. In fact, the cops are now slowing down for us. They feel bad. Like, bro, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, and I told him straight up, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you. This shit's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
But I love his car. He has a very nice car. I love it. I love all the cars he's ever had. But, moving on. We're gonna move on for this.
Yeah.
And I guess now it's kind of, I think we're coming up to the point now. We just want to let you guys know that whoever's watching this, we appreciate you very much, because if it's not obvious, we really are trying to make this a job, like a full-time YouTuber job.
Yeah, this is just a start.
Obviously, everybody, like they say, you got to start somewhere, and obviously you're gonna start small. No one's gonna know who the hell you are.
Yep.
No one's gonna watch. Probably majority, I'm not gonna lie to you, we're probably gonna get like what, at most 50, 60 views on this first video. But that doesn't matter, man, because we're gonna keep pumping out these videos. By the way, we're gonna try and release a video every weekend, so like every Saturday, Sunday. We're still kind of working on the time, because like we said,
Yeah. Pretty much that sounds good though.
Yeah. Because it's really like we said, it's tough. We have to. Well, for me, I'm trying to find a job. He's working, so it's tough because he's working the Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
So he's only off on Saturday, Sundays, and I know there are days I would like Liam to rest. Enjoy his days off. But but weekends is pretty much the only time you're probably going to see these videos released. So if you are subscribed to the channel, if you're not, please subscribe. Oh no! It fell on my crotch.
If you're not dropping your mic, no. If you're not subscribed to the channel, then subscribe. If you don't, then who cares? Because we're gonna make these videos anyways.
Regardless,
So
we're gonna do it regardless. Whether you like them or not, you can dislike them for all I care. If you do like it, by the way, if you really do like these videos, if you somehow found this weird, janky ass podcast entertaining, make sure you leave that thumbs up for us. It really help us.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to comment. Hate comments are invited, because if we get haters, then we know we're going in the right direction. So talk your shit.
Go ahead.
Please do. Thank you.
And once again, we live in Hawaii. We don't care. Shit talking here is kind of a thing. It's like a sport.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, for whoever does watch this video, our first episode, our first podcast, which again, I'm so very glad we're finally getting a start on this.
I know.
It's been so long.
And it's gonna be in different places too. That's the thing. That's the reason. I don't know if we explained that. I think we did, but that's why
I think we kind of did in the beginning.
Take it there, because we're not gonna be in the same location.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not gonna be in a room all the time. Sometimes we might be in the same locations, but we're gonna be pop up in random places.
Yeah, because like we said in the beginning, if you didn't catch it, it is a podcast, and usually podcasts, it's just people sitting down at a couch or on a table.
With a table.
Yeah,
coffee.
Exactly. Maybe some alcohol here and there. Yeah, but because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm a real big podcast guy, which is why I asked Liam to join me on this project, and because we have talked about this for years now. We're finally getting to it, and I really have been a big podcast guy. Like, I actually enjoy watching podcasts. Like, I literally can. My girlfriend has even seen me on my phone maybe for like 2-3 hours watching podcast episodes.
That's what he was watching on his phone.
Yeah, exactly.
It was changed
when she walked through the door. Yeah, it's
He's watching a podcast. No, but yeah,
No, yeah, like I enjoy watching podcasts, man, and I think because like it really, like you said before, like yeah, it really does suit us pretty well.
it's
we,
entertaining.
yeah,
You could learn a lot from it.
and like when you have people to do it with,
Oh
and
yeah,
you
it's
know,
always better when you have someone to do it with.
yeah, and you know,
It's not as good when you do it by yourself.
yeah,
It's better to have someone to do it with.
Yeah.
Always have someone to do it with. So
we're still talking about the podcast, right?
yeah, because it's not as entertaining, and it could be if one person's talking. You know,
Yeah.
it's always better when you do it with someone else.
See, I'm still confused. We still talking about the podcast? But no, like yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, like, I really do see a good direction. I have a really good feeling about it, man. Like we said, like this originally, this was a sketch comedy channel. We were me and Liam. We did like we got together on like the weekends where we would write out sketches, like create ideas.
Yeah, we didn't record a lot, but
We did, yeah, we really
this
did.
guy has like a whole book of sketches. Like he comes up with ideas like that.
Yeah, that's why like I enjoy sketch comedy. I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And it was really fun to write up these sketches.
Yeah.
But like I said, he worked and it was hard for us to, get out on the weekends because like I said, I respect him for, because there would be days where I asked him and he says he can't because, he is tired. And I understand, obviously the man works Monday to Friday. He's a full-time worker. And I understand he wants to, enjoy his days off when he got them.
Yeah.
And I would be too.
Yeah, I think things slowed down now a little bit, but like at the same time, we're trying to do the skits, the vlogs, and everything. And then I do a thing where I was putting out a song every month. I still put out consistently now, but
he still puts out.
Start of that. I was putting out a song every month. I was taking vocal lessons. I was working. I was
yeah, dude, you're doing a lot of things these past couple of months, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, like when we had the idea of finally starting it, I actually haven't heard from Liam maybe in a good like 2-3 months.
Yeah,
because we were texting each other, and the thing is, it's crazy. Like, not gonna point, but we literally live right next to each other. That's not a joke.
Yeah, in the background, you might even be able to see his house right there.
Yeah.
So, and the funny thing is too, I told him to, oh, you live right there. We're gonna be able to do stuff every day.
Yeah. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
but no, yeah, like because like we literally live next to each other now, which it was which I now think and believe that because like we are finally starting this up.
Yeah.
I feel like now
it's going to be easily.
This was like us moving, so like it was weird because like we've always lived kind of close to each other, but now that like we literally live across the street from each other, literally, that I felt like it's a sign from God that what, maybe I feel like things will really turn around for us, and like I said, like yeah, you're not like but like we're gonna do our best to put out a new episode for the podcast every weekend. Rather it's a Saturday, Sunday. It's not a confirmed day. It's just regardless it's going to come out on a weekend.
Yeah, you're gonna start seeing a bunch of videos. You're probably gonna start getting tired of these two faces.
Yeah, which is why we need to find other people to do this with.
Yeah, it's always better. Like I was saying earlier, it's always better to do it with other people.
Yeah, exactly. Threesome.
I was talking about the podcast having guests, but
so was I.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. But yeah, man. I mean, I guess. Do we have anything else to talk about or say before we wrap this up? I think we had a pretty successful, in my opinion. I feel like, even though yes, I know the camera flew over me like 3 times, and I know you can't see it, but there's literally a box and a chair or holding up the tripod because my tripod is tripod. But my tripod is also janky.
Yeah.
Because one side's kind of crooked. Not gonna lie to you. And we're starting off on this little probably like $15, $20 mic from that I actually got from my cousin. I think he bought it online. Still good mic, by the way. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like we said, we intend on making these videos, whether you guys like them or not.
Mm-hmm.
But
You know,
we're
it's 'cause
going to
it's
do
just
it.
fun.
Yeah, we enjoyed doing it, and the plan is set. It's been set now for many years, and now that we are finally getting the leg up on it,
Yeah.
and we're finally gonna focus and dial in. Like you guys, hopefully you guys support us along this journey, and like we said, if you like the video, like and subscribe to the channel, man.
For one view a day, you could save a starving child here in Hawaii. Stop him from doing things he shouldn't do. Thank you.
All right, guys. Well, I feel like that was a very good.
I think that's a good first episode. And
Yeah.
then, break it in. You gotta
Yeah,
break it in.
you gotta break it in exactly. So obviously, it's not a perfect. I'll let you guys know this whole thing is going completely unedited. I'm literally I'll make a couple adjustments here and there, but literally you're gonna how this has been recorded. This is how you're gonna see it. I'm not cutting out the parts where the camera fell over.
they're just gonna take it raw. Then,
Exactly. You guys are going to take it raw. No protection. And you're going to like it. With consent, of course, obviously. Always with consent, kids. No, seriously. Like consent. That's not a joke. But, like we said, hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Let's Take It There. I'm Caleb.
I'm Liam.
And
we took you there.
Exactly. Oh, that's a nice little outro. We took you there.
Yeah.
Let's not refer to anything else.
No,
But yes.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it. We took you there. Hope you guys enjoy.
Taking a lot of people there, but because it won't get that much views.
Yeah.
But for the few of you that do watch this, we took.
But at least we're honest with you. At least we're honest with you. Yeah. Probably not going to be a lot of people watching this. But we're going to go ahead, wrap it up. Thank you guys for, when this released. Thank you guys for whoever does watch this.
Mm-hmm.
And you actually found this pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, completely unedited. This is just going to be slapped on the YouTube page and take it as it is.
Yeah, it's going to be just put on there. You're like, who the fuck are these two guys? But you know what?
Well, I hope you guys enjoy.
Thank you.
Yep. And as we say it in Hawaii, aloha. Yep. And we will see you guys next weekend.
Yeah. Thank you.
Whoop.